So what we tried to do with the Common Core Companion was really take apart what the standards were, what they mean, and put it in language that was teacher-friendly. And then I think the examples of what the teacher does and what the student is doing gives a nice picture of what this might look like in the classroom.
One of the inherent challenges in teaching elementary school is that teachers have to be experts in many of the subjects, mathematics, reading, social studies, and that takes an awful lot of time to prepare daily lessons. But the book will help teachers with struggling learners. A lot of the elementary teachers don't know how to help students who have not understood a lesson. Where do they go next? What are the specific things that they should do? Our book guides teachers in helping those kids.
The standards for mathematical practice are woven into every chapter and just about every page of the book. That's really the guiding force behind how you teach the standards and what you want the students to learn, because those are the mathematical habits of mind, we might say, that we want the students to come out with when they're finished studying these standards.
So describing ways that teachers can help their students meet these standards is at the heart of the book. Providing them effective ways of approaching each of the standards, but also putting the standards together into a coherent package.
The single biggest takeaway of the Common Core Companion series is our definitions or our overview of the standards. Many teachers do not understand the standards as written. We have defined for them exactly what the standards mean and how to teach them.
So some of the features that I think are helpful to teachers include what this looks like in the classroom, what is the teacher doing, what is the student doing, also misconceptions that students might have in a particular standard or topic. So what do I look for, and then how do I address that? So for each standard, we also have standards from that particular grade level that are connected to that standard, but also from previous grades and upcoming grades. So the teacher can see the progression of how that mathematical idea is growing over grade level, over time.
But the book really addresses each of the standards in a very careful manner, making sure that the mathematics behind the standard is clear, but also what the student should know and be able to do.
You know, when teachers are first presented with a new set of standards, we don't want to go, as teachers, we don't want to just go out and find lesson plans. They're always available. But this book will take you before you get to the lesson plan stage and let you know what you're going for, especially the standards for mathematical practice. You know you want to reach for that. Then the book starts to take each standard separately and say, now, with this content that you're going to teach, here are some ways that you're going to weave in those mathematical practices. And then at the end of that discussion, then there's a sample lesson plan to give you an idea of where you're going.
Throughout these books, we offer specifics such as a vocabulary section. Believe it or not, there are over 500 mathematical terms that kids need to know by the time they get through 8th grade. And so the bottom line is we're able to help them with a definition and then also guide teachers in terms of how and when to teach the certain terms at each particular grade level.
I think teachers that work in non-Common Core states, the mathematics is still the same. Say I'm a 3rd grade teacher in Virginia and I want to do something that might be in a 4th grade Common Core standard. I can still use the book to locate that mathematics and get a better idea of what that might all look like in my classroom.